Don't look away, this'll be over in a moment or two. This is Ashley with Watch Mojo, and today we're going to be counting down our picks for the top 10 anime fights that were over in seconds. For this list, we'll be looking at the anime battles that didn't take any time at all before things were wrapped up. As always, you can catch me on Twitter at AshJBo, so head over there, give me a follow, and let me know which anime list you want to see next.
Raid Shadow Legends has everything you want from a deep mobile MMORPG. Choose from 500 champions across 16 factions to build your team and take on bosses, compete against other players in PvP, and participate in tournaments. Raid is free to play and it's on mobile and desktop. Check the link in the description for details.
Number 10, Tatsuya vs Hanzo, the irregular at Magic High School. Just because the main character's limited to one stoic expression doesn't mean he doesn't know how to flex. Challenged by the insufferable Hanzo, Tatsuya not only overcame him with ease, but did it without flaunting any kind of magic, instead relying on his physical prowess and ninjutsu to rush behind him, pull the trigger, and send the cocky Bloom hurtling to the floor with a shattered ego and psionic-induced nausea. I mean, he was surrounded by the show's primary harem candidates, so he had to do something to get their attention. Number 9, Tokoyami vs Yaoyorozu, My Hero Academia. Great intellect may be able to overcome most obstacles, but it's useless unless you put it into practice. Our girl learned this the hard way during her match at the sports festival, where her lack of combat experience led to her downfall. With Tokoyami's Dark Shadow unleashing a constant barrage of blows, it proved too much for the beautiful genius to cope, and before she knew it, was pushed out of the ring. It's a humiliating yet humbling moment for her, one that paved the way for her stellar development further down the line. Number 8, Ainz vs Gazef, Overlord. There was no way Big G was going to survive this one. If Bone Daddy Ainz can massacre 70,000 soldiers with minimal effort, then how do you expect one noble-hearted warrior to fare any differently? Whatever sliver of hope we may have had was dashed when the undead sorcerer took him out by freezing time and applying an instant death spell before anyone could even breathe.
Delay magic. True desu.
It's so sudden and approached in such a casual manner that in some ways, it's more potent than all those Lovecraftian goat demons Ainz had summoned just a few minutes ago. Number 7, Saitama vs Bakuzan, One Punch Man. No wonder this guy didn't hesitate to join up with the Monster Association. Saitama knocked his ass out of the arena before he could finish explaining his hell-bringing hand chop. A cocky martial artist in his own right, Bakuzan was more than a little happy to demonstrate his lethal skills on the poorly disguised Saitama and his beaver wig. Sounded like he had quite the arsenal under his belt too, but alas, he made the mistake of touching the world's strongest hero's head, hitting him a knockout blow that sent him flying. Number 6, Mob vs Koyama, Mob Psycho 100. When our adorable, socially awkward psychic first encountered this mohawk-toting punk, it resulted in a blistering battle that was arguably the greatest to come out of the first season, one built on gradual tension as Mob was pushed to 100% with every blow thrown. Their rematch, on the other hand, was, well, not quite as slow-paced. With his brother's life on the line, Mob didn't have time to play around, and as such, swiftly dispatched the Claw member by telekinetically slamming him around like a pinball until his body was lodged into the ceiling. Number 5, Guts vs Griffith, Berserk.
No, I will not allow it. Victory will be won by the first strike.
When these fated foes first encountered one another, it ended in a duel in which Guts was overpowered by Griffith's calmness and skill. This time around, things were very much the opposite.
Now!
Determined to leave the Band of the Hawk in order to find his own dream, Guts was once again forced to cross swords with his friend. Only this time, his stronger form and superior swordsmanship totally wasted the White Hawk. An action that, while epic in its own right, would lead to Griffith's fall from grace.
Farewell.
Number 4, Killua vs Rhino, Hunter x Hunter.
調子に乗るのも今のうち。俺が地獄を見せてやる。
The boy can pluck the hearts out of his targets and wrap them in doggy bags before they even realize what happened. So of course he's able to cut his way through a chimera ant with minimal effort.
俺の全身は硬質の皮膚で覆われているんだ。
Despite his hardened skin protecting him from regular attacks, Rhino didn't stand much of a chance when the young assassin started letting loose concentrated bursts of electricity, allowing him the chance to gouge out the beast's heart with a single strike. Messy, yet effective. Number 3, Hatsumi vs Takayuki, Kengan Ashura.
初見の目には千葉孝之という男が実体以上の怪物として映し出されていた。
The Floating Cloud may be the most laxed fighter to ever attend the Kengan tournament, but as this battle demonstrated, he still knows how to throw down with the best of them. Squaring off against the man of 1,000 faces, it seemed that Hatsumi was going to have to overcome multiple fighters at once, only for him to end the fight in record time by easily bringing Takayuki to his knees and landing 3 precise blows in such quick succession that they left holes in the actor's face. Number 2, Tofin vs Ashlard, Vinland Saga.
俺攻めやすくなったろ。来い、坊主。
And this was the turning point where Tofin's drive for revenge was laid bare, rendered utterly moot, and exposed for just how pointless it really was. All the while, Ashlard beat the ever-loving crap out of him. Once again challenging his father's killer to a duel, Ashlard decided now would be a great time to show just how trivial the young Viking's mindset is. That how even after a decade, he's still just a wild dog who hasn't learned a thing. It's a brutal lesson, one that Lucius Artorius Castus demonstrates with just a few swings.
たく、成長のねえガキだ。
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Yushiro Hanma vs Ryukayo, Baki.
動くな。えれえことになるぜ。
Now this is what you call a face-off. As in, Yushiro ripped the legendary fighter's face off like he was a candy wrapper. Despite knowing full well he's the strongest creature on the planet, the father of Baki still managed to surprise us with just how meteorically strong he is. With him taking morbid delight in removing the Kaio's face before swiftly knocking him out. Well, even if he does survive, there's no way the geezer's gonna be able to live that down. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.